5 World News.
After the massacre took 58 lives, could there be bipartisan movement now on this in Washington? The growing call tonight to ban or regulate those so-called bump stocks, the device used by the gunman attaching it to some of his weapons, turning semi-automatic weapons to fire like an automatic. Democrats, some Republicans, and a signal today from the NRA on this. Here's ABC senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega.
From the nation's most powerful gun lobby, today a call for change in the wake of the nation's deadliest mass shooting. Found on a dozen of the Las Vegas shooter's weapons, those bump stock attachments that allow a rifle to fire like a machine gun. The NRA now says devices designed to allow semi-automatic rifles to function like fully automatic rifles should be subject to additional regulations. And tonight, a growing number of top Republicans say they would consider legislation banning bump stocks altogether.
If this is a modification to a firearm that breaches the spirit of the law against automatic weapons, and I think there'd be bipartisan support to deal with it.
Clearly, that's something we need to look into.
One Florida Republican congressman even vowing to introduce his own bill. With the bump stock, assault rifles can fire hundreds of rounds per minute, changing a gun from this to this. But not all Republicans are on board with tougher laws.
I don't think that the 80 or 90 million Americans who exercise their Second Amendment rights to own a gun should be punished for the act of one evil person.
The White House so far silent on gun control in the wake of the Las Vegas massacre, but late today, President Trump signaled he'll be weighing in on the bump stock debate too.
We'll be looking into that over the next short period of time.
All right, Cecilia Vega with us live from the White House. The president there saying he will look into what can be done on these bump stocks. In the meantime, Cecilia, I want to ask you about another report breaking tonight involving the White House chief of staff. Reports in Politico that John Kelly's phone might have been compromised.
Yeah, David, this report says that General Kelly's personal cell phone was compromised. No indication of how or by whom or even whether any data may have been accessed. The White House tonight tells us that the general's phone stopped working in December, so he stopped using it then. This is before he even joined this administration. But, David, definitely raising questions about whether any sensitive info may have been accessed.
All right, Cecilia Vega with us again tonight. Cecilia, thanks as always. And we should mention back on the Las Vegas massacre that ABC News in 2020 will air a special documentary presentation tomorrow night with new first-person accounts and video on the heroism amid the tragedy. What happened in Vegas airs tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you then. We hope you watch or set your DVR. That's tomorrow night.